Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Antique Vintage Dolls and More. And I'm coming back with this doll. I know I haven't shown this doll very often. Very rarely have I shown this doll. It sits up on a shelf and really been forgotten. So I want to do some history on this doll. I did find out who this doll is. I do know who made this doll, and we're going to talk about her. It's actually a little girl doll. I guess. You can make it whatever you want. But let's talk about this doll. This doll was made by the Ideal Toy Company, like I said. It was in my previous video. 1928 to 1940. This is the Cuddles doll, or Ideal Sallykins. Now, we'll go into that. Now, some had rubber limbs, stuffed body. This one does not have the rubber limbs. It has the composition arms and legs, the stuffed body, of course, molded painted hair, tin flirty sleep eyes, painted eyelashes, an open mouth with upper and lower 2 teeth, tongue a mama crier. Now, to buy her out of the store at that time, she wore an organdy dress, a bonnet, and rubber pants. There was a little sister that went with the doll, and I guess you could get in the family, and she wore a flannel diaper. The Cuddles is marked IN and TC, which is what my doll says on the back of it. We'll take a look at it right now, so you can see that. It is marked on the back of its neck, INT for company, CO for company, which is the early Ideal Toy Company's logo on the back of or marking for the back of the doll. Later on, the doll said Ideal, and it came out with the rubber arms, and that's going closer to the 1940s. When you get into the 40s, the rubbers were coming out more and more and more. And so anyways, but this is the earlier version of this doll, which is nice to know when I got looking into it. So I believe this is Cuddles, and there was another one that came out called Sallykins. So I'm going to go with the name Cuddles on this doll. It does have the flirty eyes. I had its head pointing up. It goes, you know, the eyes do go back and forth. They work very well on this doll, which is a very typical feature of the Ideal Toy Company. They also gave those flirty eyes to the Shirley Temple dolls. Not to all of them, but to some of them they did. So anyways, I thought I'd share that with you, give you an update on this doll. I'm glad I did. I went looking into it, and I got this off a doll reference. They had some history on this doll. I found the picture of the doll, and I went, that's it right there. And it looked just like mine, and they called it the Cuddles doll. So I'm going to go with that for now. Any more, if anybody has any more on the doll, that would be great. I'll listen to it, gladly read it. Comment below, and have a great day, and the weekend is here.
Thank you for joining us.